I'm Meg Green with AM Best TV. We're in Monte Carlo for the annual Rendezvous de Septembre conference, and joining us now is Stefan Holzberger. He's the Chief Rating Officer with AM Best. So, Stefan, can you tell us about AM Best's outlook for the reinsurance sector?
Sure, Meg. Actually, we've had a negative outlook on the sector for several years leading up to year-end 2018. And surprisingly, even after 2 years of significant catastrophe activity, low ROEs for the industry, we actually reverted that negative outlook to stable in December of last year.
So what drove that change?
Sure. So we see a fundamental shift in the environment in the reinsurance sector. Pricing is improving, particularly for loss-affected accounts, but also across the board. On the primary side, we see casualty rates improving. Property across the board is moving in the right direction, and that's a real benefit to the reinsurance sector. As you know, property catastrophe, which had been for many years subsidizing lower margin reinsurance business, that's been under intense competition. But more recently, we're seeing an alignment of the alternative capital that you might argue has been driving those prices down over several years, an alignment of that alternative capital with the traditional reinsurance market. And that's really benefited the rated reinsurers that AM Best follows and the market more generally. We see the reinsurers protecting their balance sheet through retro or even shedding some of that risk through their sidecars, passing risk outside of their own risk appetite onto the capital markets. And that's really benefited the reinsurance sector over the last 2 years.
Stefan, thank you for speaking with us today.
My pleasure.
For AM Best TV in Monte Carlo, I'm Meg Green.